Interactive Video Lesson 2. If using a smartboard and video player, picking up the pen or eraser will pause the video. If you're not using a smartboard, you must pause the video when asked to pick up a pen. Lesson 2, Problem 1. You'll notice at the bottom of the screen we have two math problems for regrouping. 222 minus 18, and the second one is 355 minus 68. We have also provided the same numbers above. The reason for that is when you do the problems below and place the pen in the tray, we will repeat the same two problems, so we have checking above. Please pick up a pen and finish the two problems below. In the first one, you'll notice we have 222 minus 18. However, we cannot subtract 8 from a 2 because it's too large. So we must go to the tens column, and we're going to borrow a 10. So we'll now make that a 1. And by bringing 10 over to the 2, this is now going to be a 12. So 8 from 12 is a 4. 1 from 1 is a 0. And we have not touched the 200s, so we'll just simply bring this down. So your number should be 204. Let's look at the next one. Same basic concept applies. The 8 is too large to subtract from the 5, so we must borrow from the tens. Okay, since we have a 5 and we're going to take one 10 away, it is now a 4. And this is now at 15. 8 from 15 is 7. And now you notice we have another problem. 6 from 4. This is too big, this is too small, so we must borrow from the hundreds. Let me reduce that 3 to a 2, and we'll bring tens over here. So now we have a 14. 6 from 14 is 8. And now we have a 2 brought down. So your answer should be 287. So regrouping has helped us in this respect. Please pick up an eraser if your numbers match ours and erase the screen. Thank you. Okay, we should be looking at problem 2. At the bottom we have 400 minus 37 and 200 minus 27. Please pick up a pen and solve those problems. Okay, let's look at this one. Rather interesting. 400 minus 37. Well, we must regroup because we know that 7 can't be subtracted from 0. And we also notice that there's nothing over here in the tens column. So what we have to do is go to the hundreds. Let's reduce that 100 to 400 to 300. And we'll move 10 tens over to here. However, one of them we need to move right here and make that a 10. So if we move one over here, that means this is going to be a 9. 7 from 10 is 3. 3 from 9 is 6. And we bring down the 3. So our answer is 363. Let's look at the other problem here. 200 minus 27. Same basic idea. We did this because it's often the hardest thing to figure out, and hopefully by doing a couple of these, you'll understand. Okay, basic rules apply. 7 cannot be subtracted from 0. The other problem is we don't have anything in the tens column, so we must borrow from the hundreds. So let's cross out that 100 and make, or 200 and make it a 1. Then we take 10 tens and put them here. However, we must take one of those tens and place it right here. So we no longer have 10 tens here, we do have 9. 7 from 10 is 3. 2 from 9 is 7. And we bring down the 1. So our answer should be 173. Please pick up an eraser and erase your screen. Thank you. Okay, we're looking at the last problem, problem 3. And you'll also notice that we gave you a unique one. If you look carefully, you'll notice that we have 100 minus 47, and the other problem is 350 minus 26. Please pick up a pen and solve these two problems. Okay, looking at the first one, basic rules apply. Regrouping. 7 cannot be subtracted from 0 because it's too small. And we have a problem here. Uh-oh, we have nothing in the tens column. So we must take tens from the hundreds column. So let's cross out that 1. We no longer have that. So we take 10 tens and put them over here. However, we need to take one of those tens and place it here. So this is going to be a 10, and since we took 1 away, this is going to be a 9. Let's see what the answer is. 7 from 10 is 3. 4 from 9 is 5. And we no longer have a 1. So the answer is 53. Hopefully your answer looks just like ours. Next problem. Basic rules apply. 6 from 10, or 6 from 0. Can't do. So we must borrow from the tens column. So we have a 5. If we borrow 10, that is now a 4. And here we have a 10. 6 from 10 is 4. 2 from 4 is a 2. And we haven't touched the hundreds, so just simply bring down a 300. So the answer should be 324. Hopefully your answers look just like ours, and we seem to be understanding how to do this. Please pick up an eraser and erase your screen. And thank you.